pawns for Donald Trump's agenda. Why now? It's because the military was called upon innocent protesters. So I'm calling upon the conscience of military members who served previously and now.
All right, let's talk about it because I know there's a lot going on in the world today and we need to just refresh on some notes. Let me go ahead and start this off with, I understand there may be frustrations, right? But you can't do that. But without further ado, let's move on because maybe you don't know. Two things I want to talk about is the Hatch Act and a certain DOD. So do me a favor and Google the Hatch Act if you haven't heard of it before, but Department of Army civilians must adhere to this Hatch Act, which is a law intended to assure the public that federal programs are being administered fairly and without the influence of partisan politics. In the same manner as the Hatch Act, military members are also under DoD Directive 1344.10, which is political activities by members of the armed forces on active duty. Now, both of those help to avoid the perception of official DoD sponsorship, approval, or endorsement of any partisan political candidate, campaign, or cause. And so now let's talk about public demonstrations. Now, this is just a quick guide, and I apologize if you can't read it, but I will read some key parts for you. Now, we're going to start off with what you can do. For active duty military, you can express your opinions and participate in peaceful, nonpartisan public demonstrations when off duty and not in uniform. Now, what you can't do, and there's a lot to cover up there, but you can't actively participate in a public demonstration that is organized by a political party, campaign, or candidate. You also cannot actively participate in a public demonstration that is likely to become violent or a breach of the peace. You also can't post, share, or link to materials from a partisan political party, group, or candidate, even when off duty. I understand, right? I acknowledge that there is a lot of emotions going on right now, right? But just think about what you're doing, and I just don't want any of you to get in trouble. Anyways, have a great day.